everyday lives, being generous is highly praised. We're encouraged to be generous and giving. But have you ever wondered if there's a downside to being overly kind? Stoicism, an age-old philosophy, sheds light on this dilemma, offering guidance on finding harmony between generosity and self-care. Let's explore the often overlooked challenges of being excessively giving and how it affects us in ways we might not expect. But wait, before we dive in, hit that subscribe button so you never miss out on my valuable content. Comment, "I subscribe," below, and I'll personally welcome you to the Stoic Brotherhood. The dark side of kindness. 10 surprising ways excessive generosity can harm you. 1. Unrealistic expectations. When you give without expecting anything in return, it's a noble act that shields you from disappointment and frustration. Stoic wisdom teaches us the virtue of selflessness, advocating for acts of kindness without attachment to outcomes. However, there's a fine line between selflessness and naivety. Excessive giving can inadvertently set up unrealistic expectations in others. They may come to rely on your generosity without considering the toll it takes on you. While it's admirable to offer support freely, it's essential to remember the Stoic principle of temperance. By moderating your acts of kindness, you can avoid the trap of being taken for granted. Instead of sacrificing your well-being for the sake of others' expectations, strive for a balanced approach that honors both your capacity to give and your need for reciprocity. 2. Expectation of perpetual giving. Imagine a scenario where your acts of kindness become an expected norm, rather than a voluntary gesture. Stoic philosophy teaches us the importance of setting boundaries and prioritizing our own responsibilities. When you constantly cater to others' needs without regard for your own well-being, you risk falling into a pattern of perpetual giving. This can lead to neglecting your own priorities and disrupting your sense of balance. While it's natural to want to help others, it's crucial to recognize the limits of your capacity. By practicing Stoic self-discipline, you can establish healthy boundaries and assert your own needs. Remember, true generosity arises from a place of strength and self-awareness, not from a sense of obligation or guilt. Embrace the Stoic virtue of wisdom and honor yourself by prioritizing your own well-being alongside your desire to help others. 3. Neglecting personal priorities. When you find yourself constantly saying yes to others, it's easy to lose sight of your own needs and goals. While helping others is admirable, neglecting your personal priorities can leave you feeling overwhelmed and unfulfilled. In the wise words of the Stoics, true strength lies in self-awareness and balance. By prioritizing your own well-being alongside your acts of kindness, you not only honor yourself, but also ensure that you have the energy and clarity to continue making a positive impact in the lives of others. Remember, it's okay to say no sometimes and carve out time for yourself. In doing so, you cultivate resilience and inner peace, which are essential for navigating life's challenges with grace. 4. Perceived weakness. As a compassionate individual, you may find it difficult to turn down requests for help or set boundaries with others. However, failing to establish these boundaries can inadvertently portray you as weak or easily taken advantage of. Stoic teachings remind us that true strength lies in our ability to assert ourselves and protect our own well-being. By setting clear boundaries, you communicate to others that you value yourself and your time. This act of self-respect not only earns the respect of others, but also ensures that your kindness is given from a place of genuine generosity, rather than obligation or fear. Embrace the courage to say no when necessary and watch as your relationships become more balanced and mutually respectful. 5. Selective reciprocity. You might notice that some people only seem to reach out when they need something from you but disappear when you're not of use to them. It's a common experience and can leave you feeling used and unappreciated. Stoic wisdom teaches us to discern genuine relationships from opportunistic ones. True friends value you for who you are, not just what you can do for them. By recognizing these patterns, you can protect yourself from being taken advantage of. Remember, it's okay to set boundaries and prioritize those who genuinely care about you. 6. Attracting needy individuals. Ever find yourself surrounded by people who always seem to have problems they need your help with? While it's natural to want to assist others, excessive generosity can attract individuals who rely on you without offering anything in return. Stoicism reminds us to be mindful of our energy and resources, using them wisely. It's important to help others, but not at the expense of your own well-being. By practicing moderation and discernment, you can maintain a healthy balance in your relationships and avoid being drained by those who only take without giving back. 7. Potential for addiction. You know, when you're always putting others before yourself, it can become a bit addictive. It might start innocently enough. You feel good when you help someone out, and that's a great feeling. But then, it becomes a habit. You start to rely on that rush of satisfaction you get from being the person everyone turns to for help. Before you know it, you're giving so much of yourself that you're left feeling empty and drained. Stoic wisdom teaches us about moderation, finding that balance between being generous and taking care of ourselves. See, when you give too much without keeping an eye on your own well-being, you're walking a dangerous path. It's like pouring from an empty cup. Eventually, you'll have nothing left to give. So it's important to recognize when your acts of kindness are becoming excessive. Take a step back and prioritize your own needs. Remember, true generosity comes from a place of strength, not from a need to constantly give until you're depleted. Oh, and by the way, before I move on to number 8, I want to ask you a question. If someone told you that you could have anything in the world, anything at all, what would you ask for? Money? Fame? Power? A man was asked that very same question. What did he ask for? He asked not for money, fame, or power. What he asked for was wisdom. It was with this wisdom that he was able to rule justly as king. It was with this wisdom that he was able to become the richest man who ever lived. This man I speak of is King Solomon. Now, what if I told you that you could have the same wisdom? The wisdom to manifest abundant wealth, happiness, and success into your life. This number 1 ancient secret to wealth is found in a powerful ebook. But guess what? This ebook is my gift to you, completely free. It's more than just a book. It's a roadmap to unlocking the kind of wisdom that can lead to unparalleled success. Titled, Success Secret with Stoicism. Uncover 17 secret ways to be ultra-successful in life, relationship, and career. Even if you have previously messed up your life, just check the link below and it's all yours. With that said, let's continue. 8. Suspicions and distrust. You've probably experienced this before. You do something nice for someone, and suddenly, they start questioning your motives. They wonder why you're being so kind, and if there's some hidden agenda behind your actions. It can be frustrating, to say the least. Stoic wisdom tells us that genuine virtue shines through in our actions. When we act with sincerity and integrity, our intentions become clear to those around us. But sometimes, despite our best efforts, people may still harbor doubts and suspicions. Building a reputation based on genuine virtue is the key to overcoming these doubts. Show consistently through your actions that you're motivated by a desire to help others, not by selfish interests. Over time, people will come to trust in your sincerity, and those suspicions will fade away. Remember, trust is earned through authenticity and consistency. 9. Falling into the martyr trap. Have you ever felt like you're constantly sacrificing your own needs for the sake of others? It's a common pitfall that many compassionate individuals find themselves in. Stoicism warns against falling into the trap of martyrdom, where you believe that your worth is measured by how much you give up for others. While selflessness is indeed a noble virtue, sacrificing your own well-being to the point of martyrdom is neither sustainable nor virtuous. Instead, Stoic wisdom encourages a balanced approach to generosity, one that acknowledges the importance of self-care alongside acts of kindness. Remember, you cannot pour from an empty cup. By prioritizing your own needs and setting healthy boundaries, you ensure that your acts of kindness come from a place of strength and abundance, rather than depletion and sacrifice. Embrace the Stoic principle of resilience. recognizing that your worth is not determined by how much you give, but by the integrity and intention behind your actions. By avoiding the martyr trap, you honor both yourself and those you seek to help, fostering relationships built on mutual respect and genuine care. 10. Overcoming the fear of disappointment. Do you find yourself saying yes to every request out of fear of disappointing others? It's a common struggle for many people who want to be seen as helpful and reliable. However, Stoic philosophy teaches us the importance of discernment and self-respect when it comes to setting boundaries. By constantly saying yes to others, you may inadvertently undermine your own well-being and compromise your values. Stoicism encourages us to embrace the courage to say no when necessary, recognizing that true generosity arises from a place of autonomy and self-awareness. Instead of fearing disappointment or disapproval from others, trust in your own judgment and prioritize your own needs. Remember, you are not obligated to fulfill every request that comes your way. By honoring your own boundaries and respecting your own limits, you cultivate a sense of inner strength and integrity that ultimately benefits both yourself and those around you. Now, to prevent exploitation, here are the strategies to consider. 1. Listen closely to your feelings. Take the time to truly understand the emotions stirring within you. When you notice yourself extending your kindness beyond what feels comfortable, it's a signal that you may be giving excessively. Remember, Stoicism teaches us the importance of self-awareness. By tuning into your inner state, you can recognize when you're spreading yourself too thin. If you're feeling drained, overwhelmed, or even resentful, it may be a sign that you've been giving more than you should. Trust these feelings. They're guiding you towards a healthier balance. 2. Embracing the word no is a powerful act of self-respect. Understand that your time and energy are precious resources, deserving of your protection. Stoic philosophy emphasizes the importance of valuing yourself and your boundaries. When faced with requests or demands that exceed your capacity or feel unjust, don't hesitate to decline. Saying no doesn't make you selfish. It's an affirmation of your worth and a commitment to preserving your well-being. Remember, by saying no to what drains you, you're saying yes to self-care and authenticity. 3. Prioritize self-care. In your journey through life, it's easy to get caught up in the needs of others, forgetting to take care of yourself in the process. But remember, just as you generously give your time and energy to others, it's equally important to allocate some of that kindness and care to yourself. Stoic wisdom teaches us the value of self-care, not as a selfish act, but as a necessary step towards maintaining your own well-being. So carve out dedicated time in your busy schedule for activities that replenish your spirit and nurture your soul. Whether it's indulging in a favorite hobby, taking a leisurely walk in nature, or simply enjoying a quiet moment of solitude, prioritize these moments of self-nourishment without any sense of guilt. By honoring your own needs and fostering a deep sense of self-compassion, you not only recharge your own batteries, but also become better equipped to serve others from a place of abundance rather than depletion. In the words of the Stoics, take care of yourself, for in doing so, you become better able to care for others. 4. Identify energy drains. In the tapestry of your relationships, there are threads that uplift and threads that drain. It's essential to discern between the two and weave your connections with intention and wisdom. Stoic philosophy urges you to recognize the energy drains in your life, those relationships that leave you feeling depleted, disheartened, or emotionally drained. Take a moment to reflect on the people in your life and how they impact your well-being. Are there individuals who constantly demand your time and attention without offering anything in return? Do you find yourself feeling exhausted or emotionally burdened after spending time with certain people? Identifying these energy drains is the first step toward reclaiming your vitality and emotional balance. It's not about cutting ties or burning bridges, but rather about setting healthy boundaries and prioritizing your own mental and emotional health. With Stoic discernment, choose to distance yourself from relationships that consistently drain your energy and diminish your sense of peace. Surround yourself instead with those who uplift and inspire you, fostering relationships that contribute positively to your life and align with your values. Remember, your energy is precious. Invest it wisely. 5. Practice gratitude and contentment. Stoicism teaches us to find contentment in what we have and to appreciate the present moment. Cultivating gratitude for the blessings in your life can help shift your perspective from a mindset of scarcity to one of abundance. Take time each day to reflect on the things you're thankful for, whether it's the warmth of the sun on your face or the support of loved ones. By focusing on what you have rather than what you lack, you'll find greater fulfillment and inner peace, reducing the need to seek validation through excessive generosity. 6. Set clear boundaries. Healthy relationships are built on mutual respect and understanding, which requires clear communication and boundaries. Stoic philosophy encourages us to define our limits and communicate them openly with others. Take the time to identify what you're comfortable with and what crosses the line for you. Whether it's setting limits on your time, finances, or emotional energy, don't be afraid to assert yourself and enforce your boundaries when necessary. By establishing clear boundaries, you'll protect yourself from being taken advantage of and maintain healthy, balanced relationships. 7. Cultivate inner strength. Stoicism emphasizes the importance of cultivating inner resilience and strength in the face of adversity. Instead of seeking validation and approval from others, focus on building confidence and self-assurance from within. Practice self-affirmations, engage in activities that challenge and empower you, and embrace discomfort as an opportunity for growth. By developing a strong sense of self-worth and confidence, you'll be less susceptible to external pressures and manipulation. Remember, true strength comes from within, and by nurturing your inner fortitude, you'll navigate life's challenges with grace and resilience. In conclusion, moderation is key in generosity. Finding a balance between prioritizing others and yourself is essential for maintaining well-being and preventing exploitation. Remember, saying no is a powerful tool in safeguarding your own happiness and fulfillment. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to download your free copy of the book in the description section or pinned comment below. Titled, Success Secret with Stoicism: 17 Secret Ways to be Ultra-Successful in Life, Relationship, and Career. Even if you have previously messed up your life, you'll be amazed at what you see. And don't miss the playlist on your screen. If you haven't already, hit like, subscribe, and drop your thoughts in the comments. Catch you in the next video.